All right, so we live now. People, we live. Welcome back to another episode of TND Podcast. The safest place in the world to explore your intrusive thoughts and curiosities, man. As y'all can see, or if you're listening to this, you can't see, but today we in a different type of setting, man. We in the A with it, you feel me? And I got some peoples, some nice peoples in the building with me. We got the AUC representing the building.
Yeah.
We got John ATL right here. To my left, representing Morehouse. We got Devin D across from me, representing Clark. And we got Holiday representing Spelman across from me. Man, how y'all feeling? John,
I'm good.
You excited, bro?
Yeah, I'm excited, bro.
Really excited.
You happy to be here?
Yeah, happy to be here. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't tell, gang. I was like, hey, you want me on the podcast? Nigga was like, that's cool. I mean, it is what it is. Should I fuck with you?
Gotta be a little mellow sometimes. Nah, I'm excited, bro.
That's what's up, man. How's college for y'all so far?
It's fun. Now it's getting a little bit more stressful, but
okay. And y'all all, just for the record, y'all all juniors, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how y'all feel about college right now at the junior stage?
It came by really, really fast. Like maybe because we had the whole pandemic year, freshman year.
Yeah.
But to already be a junior is like I graduate literally next year.
Yeah.
Like college.
Life is catching up
it's
to you.
life in right now.
Yeah.
Nah, that COVID year definitely like messed us up for real. Like,
sure.
We really got half of the burner, things and whatnot.
Sure.
It's just like it's surreal seeing all the freshmen and things and whatnot being excited, doing the things that we was doing as sophomores, first getting on campus. It's just funny looking back at it. Yeah.
Y'all niggas old now. Y'all got that old feeling. Damn, that used to be us.
Right.
Damn, I can't relate. Just for the record, we gonna go around and say like what's y'all majors and stuff. So I know yours is business. Do you know what you plan to do with that yet?
Well, right now it's kind of a toss up because I did decide to go the political science route with a pre-law track and a minor in business. So I'm either gonna go into marketing or I'm gonna go into lawyering. Well, being an attorney.
Okay. That boy want to represent.
I major in psychology and I have a minor in political science. And I just want to like do volunteer work, Peace Corps, join the Peace Corps, nonprofit, stuff like that.
You want to? I think we talked about it. Don't you want to go to like different countries and help like?
Yeah, that's like with the Peace Corps. Yeah, and help like underdeveloped countries and stuff like that.
That's what's up. See, y'all niggas making changes in the world.
For real.
You got to say something powerful now. They just say something powerful.
I major in mass media, but a concentration in radio, TV, and film.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, what I really want to do is be on someone's public relations team. So like, what is social media management? Like, I forgot what it's called. Where you like manage like celebrities, kind of, but like manage. It's still social media management,
agency?
but
I mean, if you
just their PR, like,
oh yeah, that's
what's good for their brand, what's gonna help them, and stuff like that.
I mean, if you're looking for a job, I got a multimedia and production company just started.
See,
so
I mean,
we can get you in there. You feel me? The prices right now is $3.99, but when we start making money, your price will go up or whatever. So what's something that y'all wish y'all knew before y'all started college? Like looking back now, what's something like you wish you had thought of or wish you knew before you got here?
I wish I would have known how much money it costs, you know what I'm saying, instead of like just the name.
Nigga.
Man, if I would have known that,
tell me
I would have went
about
somewhere else. I'm not going to lie to you.
Tell me about
the education at Morehouse is great, you know what I'm saying? The connections is great, but the money, that's what's not great. All right.
Hey, y'all heard him.
Oh, wait, also, Dr. Thomas, if you ever see this, I need a scholarship, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Put him on,
me
big
on.
young man.
I think I wish I would have known how like fast paced everything is. Like it's like I don't really have time to focus on one problem because as soon as I have one problem, something else come up or like something good happen and then like something bad happen and it's like it don't stop.
This adult and shit is crazy.
So, I wish I was prepared for that.
I would definitely agree with Holiday. Like, it's going by so fast. Like, you just wake up one day and it's like, we already juniors. And I'm just like, I still don't know exactly what I want to do. So, and it's like, I feel like the pressure is just like, oh, you have to know what you want to do by this age. And it's like, but I don't. I'm so interested in so many things. I don't even know what I want to do for sure.
Yeah, that definitely was like one of my biggest issues. That's why I didn't make it through. Cause nigga, you one day is this, the next day is that, and by the end of the week, you got like 73 problems you got to deal with. Then next week, got like
it could be a lot,
bro.
yeah,
It's
stressful.
Because it's not even just
stressful,
school stuff
bro.
people got to worry about, but you got people that go through shit from like back home,
Right,
and like
right.
just a lot of just extra factors that
Right.
just be it don't be given.
You
know?
gotta love your HBCU to put up with what
Man.
they gonna throw at you.
Oh no, they
Man.
gonna throw the
So
whole
choose
wall
your
at you.
school wisely.
Man.
Yeah, no,
Because you're
really.
gonna be stuck. Well, not stuck, but you're gonna have to deal with what they throwing.
for sure.
Listen, if an HBCU gonna do one thing, they're gonna throw that wall at you, and they're gonna keep that grass cut. All right, that's what they're gonna do.
No,
They're gonna keep
for
that
sure.
grass cut. All right.
I'm saying they go keep that grass cut and swear they ain't got no money
Exactly.
for it.
They pay them landscapers. You know what I'm saying? That's
They gonna
that's
keep
one
the
thing they
saying.
do.
cut. They might not give you nowhere to live.
I'm
but
saying.
you gonna look nice.
You'll find out your
Like,
aid package might come in May. So that grass will be cut. All right.
That grass is gonna be cut.
Definitely.
You feel me? That's one thing they don't play about is that damn grass.
Man, every time I walk over to Clark Atlanta, that grass is cut. That's crazy.
Every
That's
morning.
crazy.
Every morning.
So you mentioned something about like choosing your HBCU and stuff. So that like leads into my next question: why did y'all choose a HBCU instead of like any ordinary college?
I'm from PG County, Maryland. Yeah, the wealthiest African American county. Yeah. So.
She lucky DC, not a county.
Anyway.
Represent the county.
So I come from an area where it's just so many black people. Like I went like black schools, black businesses, and I just genuinely love our people. I love my black people.
Right.
So my sister actually got accepted to Spelman. So when we toured, I knew I didn't have the grades for Spelman, and I wasn't getting accepted. But I knew that Clark was a big mass media school. I was like, yeah, I love the A. I feel like in some ways the A and like the DC metro area is kind of similar. So I was like, okay, I think I want to go here.
Yeah.
I think for me, like I used to want to always go to a PWI. Like I used to want to go to like an Ivy League school.
For sure.
And then I actually like went to one for like a summer camp program thing. And I just knew that wasn't what I wanted. like once I was actually around all those white people and like actually had to be like the only black kid in the room and shit, and I was like, and then I was like HBCU, and that just was it. And then Spelman was the only option when I discovered that. So
That's what's up.
Yeah, and also being from Prince George's County, Maryland, you see so many incredible black people every day that
and
it's
I'm
like.
from DC. By the way,
Yeah,
I gotta say that we from DC.
They from the city, we from the
we
county. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? We from the county. You know what I'm saying?
Cameraman over here from DC too. Don't play with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's all
So,
good.
maybe
It's
I'll
all good though. We
definitely-
DMV, we won. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
DC, Maryland. All right.
No beef. No beef.
No B more. No B more though.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
All right, but all seriousness though, coming from Prince George's County, we got amazing people every day that show us stuff that are black and things and whatnot. Going to school with Devin, we always talked about coming to Atlanta and things and whatnot. I was always conflicted on if it was going to be Clark Atlanta or Morehouse, but ultimately seeing like the alumni come back and pay off the debts of the 2019 class ultimately decided my fate for me. You know.
Nigga saw that bread coming.
Yeah, I
You
saw
said,
that bread
"Hold
come
on,
back. Yeah.
Hold on. That's actually crazy because y'all know this. Like I chose Morehouse when I decided to go. I chose that shit by like last resort. Like I didn't even want to go to Morehouse. I was like, but they was like, you got to choose a college before time run out, or like we don't know what to put on. Remember we had like a little slide,
Jada was
little slideshow, bro. He's like, what we gonna put on the slideshow? Because we need to figure out where you going. I was like, fuck it, let's go to fucking Morehouse. Cause I wanted to go to like UCLA or something. I wanted to get far, far away from my home type shit, you know. So I mean, but I definitely get like everything y'all was saying. It is good to be around our people and be in that sort of environment with like, you know, people that look like us, people that come from similar situations that we've been in, you know. It's just easier to mix and relate to those people.
No one thought of Howard?
No.
I didn't submit my fee waiver, so HU didn't accept me. You know what I'm
I
saying?
accepted to Howard, but I didn't want to go.
Nah, not Howard, gang. I didn't even.
I'm from DC. I didn't want to stay
Right,
there.
bro. I didn't even try Howard. I was like, nah,
Yeah, no, I didn't apply.
not like, yeah.
I think I tried Howard because of the name more so than the location.
Yeah,
Same.
same thing with Morehouse. I did it for the name. And Atlanta, I mean, it's like, you know, a wealthy city for black people and stuff. So I was like, why not? But yeah, no Howard, never, never. So speaking to like the fact that choosing HBCUs or wanting to be around your people, what's your opinion on like other race people attending HBCUs or other race teachers teaching at HBCUs? Like, how y'all feel about that?
I feel like
Oh Lord.
okay. I used to feel like white people should not attend HBCU schools.
Okay.
That's my opinion. There's no reason to. I feel like that is specifically a historically black college and university. There's no reason for you. What's the reason? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like no matter what it is, there's another school that can do that, has that. You know what I mean? Right. It's kind of given like colonists. And then I do think that non-black people of color are okay to go to HBCUs because like you have like people from other countries who come to Spelman, like who are not from here and things like that. And not everything is always about like the race of it. Right. But then again, it's weird because it's actually a historically black college university. Like it's literally, you know what I mean?
No,
it's like in the name.
It's in the name.
And it's like for me, oh my bad. And it's like for me, basically, for real, I didn't even know people of other races went to HBCUs until 11th grade, sitting in the AVID program, talking with my professor. My teacher at the time, Ms. Schrager. And I said, we sitting there talking, and she like, yeah, you know, white people go to HBCUs. It's a lot of white people that went to HBCUs. Yeah. And I'm just mind blown because it's like, they didn't want us in their schools, but they want to come to our schools. But I have no problem with other races coming to our schools and things and whatnot, as long as it's not taking a spot from someone who is of.
But it always is, and that's another problem. Like if you accept a white person, you're taking that spot from someone who is black and who, and it's just, I don't know. I guess it's subjective, but. And
also, my issue is that sometimes white students get accepted to HBCUs, get full rides, but us students who actually, keep the HBCU going, we don't get those full rides, you know what I mean? And it's like, right now, I'm sitting here in Morehouse looking at how much debt I'm going to have when I graduate, and I'm like, dang, I could have used that full ride, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I definitely agree with Holiday, because it's like, what is the real reason? Like, why are you coming, like, to a HBCU? But there was actually, I watched a documentary about a white guy that went to Morehouse on YouTube. Yeah, and I was just like, he basically was saying, well, I was raised around black people, like, you guys are my people. And it's like, are you really though?
Are we really though?
Are we really your people?
No shade to Sean, but are we really your people?
But then when it comes to teachers, I feel like it's just going to be what it is. Because even when I was, like, in high school or middle school, I would have, like, white teachers just teaching in more of a black community. Just as long as we don't have white teachers teaching African-American history.
That's my thing.
Yeah,
like, why are you, how do you even relate on that level?
Yeah, like, I hate when white professors or, like, white teachers, like, even in my school, like, high school, why are you teaching me about African-American history?
Exactly.
Why are you, or, like, why is a white woman teaching me about, like, women's studies? It's like, you don't have, like, the same experience as a woman. Right. Like, you still have that privilege because you're white. And y'all might say, like, y'all are feminists and things like that, but then y'all only are talking about white people. Y'all are not resonating or, like, being empathetic to the experiences of black women. And same thing when it comes to white people when they teach, like, black studies. I'm like, not to say that you are not, like, valid in your practice and that you're not, like, qualified, but you physically, like, literally cannot.
Yeah, you just like, it's a disconnect. Yeah, it's a disconnect.
You don't understand.
Yeah. And sometimes when they teaching about black history, sometimes they get a little, like, nervous to say certain things or whatnot. So it's just like, you know, like, in order to.
It can't be real.
Right.
Yeah. Like, we reading books and shit, and they like, all right, who want to read this page?
Right.
The whole page is nigga. nigga.
To Kill a Mockingbird. That's crazy.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
And crazy, a white lady had us reading that.
Yes.
Yeah.
She had us reading.
In
high school, she had us reading that, man.
And she basically, I remember one of my classmates was like, it's just a word, blah, blah, blah. And everybody else like, that's not just a word. Like, that word has a lot of history behind it.
Definitely, for sure. What I've noticed with, like, white people at least attending schools, typically HBCUs reach out to, like, the whiter candidates and people to come in because they have, like, more money, if that makes sense. And, like, the school, we know HBCUs be a little broke, and so they look for, like, you know, to let these people in who have the money and the resources to fund the school, like, per se, white people or, you know, people of different backgrounds who may be in a better position. And that kind of goes to what you were saying, how, like, somebody who really need the position won't get it because the college is just so worried about funding and keeping things, you know, keeping the money rolling instead of dishing out educations to the people, you know, who look like me and you. So they're going to always bank on the money, you know. They can go where the money go.
One thing I be feeling like culture is meant to be shared. Like
yeah.
You know, like, I don't think there's really anything wrong with like sharing culture and stuff like that, but like just like HBCUs being specifically for Black people is what gets me. Like, it's like you don't have to.
Right. We don't gotta make this about everybody. Like let us have something.
Yeah, like can we ever gatekeep? We are so always forced to like share and give and like accept BS, and it's like we never get that same courtesy ever for nothing. Gatekeep. So no, don't come to our school. Like,
let's start the wave. Gatekeep HBCUs.
Gatekeep everything Black.
Yes.
And support everything Black. All right. Support everything Black. Gatekeep everything Black.
Right.
For sure. You're like, oh, who did your hit? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I had that question.
What's one thing y'all would change about your school, your respective schools, if you could? Like, what's one thing you don't really enjoy that you wish was better?
Student life, like.
I get that one.
Like, there's no reason why students shouldn't have been able to get housing.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
sure.
it like not to the point where Spelman students had to protest.
For sure.
Like, come on now. Like, you know what I mean? That's ridiculous. Or like food insecurity. Like, I remember when Ramadan was going on last semester, and you know, like you have people who are fasting, like can't eat during the day, and like the CAF kind of wasn't like really what's the word I'm looking for?
Like
accommodating them, and I was just like, this is people, their religion, and it's like, Spelman is like historically like a Christian school, but if you're accepting all of these students, you need to like be prioritizing all of these students. They should not be starving. You know what I mean? They should be able to eat regardless. Like, so it's stuff like that where I feel like they could like prioritize their students more.
That's crazy.
Definitely student life. For Clark, I say food. Just because food, we need more options. Like, why is there no fruit bar in the CAF? Like, I like to eat fruit. So why don't we have a fruit bar? We have a salad bar, but the salad, the greens be stale or dirty, not washed all the way. Like, we need to prioritize more healthier foods in the CAF. And then definitely security. I think last year there was a time where we would have homeless people breaking into the co-ed dorms on the first floor, like going through people's stuff, staying in people's rooms. That's ridiculous. Yeah. And then just management altogether. Like, the staff at Clark is just ghetto. They're ghetto, and they don't want to help you for real. It's always something. People are rude, like, and I know that comes with just going to an HBCU, but these people are really disrespectful. Like, it's a mess.
Damn, y'all need a little assistance over there.
Me personally, I think infrastructure. What else? I would say the financial aid office and like the CAF as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a few times that I went to the CAF for Fried Chicken Wednesday and the chicken was cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. And it's just like all of these things are what make HBCUs because all HBCU students can relate and make jokes about it. But it's also like it comes to a point where it's like our struggles shouldn't be our struggles for generations and generations. Like, my cousin who went to HBCU in the 2000s shouldn't have the same struggles that I had in the you know what I'm saying, the 2020s. You know what I'm saying?
Paying, frankly, y'all paying way too much money for this shit, bro. Like, way
college,
too much.
like, in general, is a scam.
I'm going to still get my degree
Let's
done.
talk
like,
about
colleges in other countries,
let's talk
free.
about it.
Like, everything in U.S. has to be profitable. And, like,
Like healthcare.
I mean,
healthcare free.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's free.
That's
like,
capitalism for
like
you, though.
Canada,
Capitalism, right?
Yeah.
healthcare is free, but I got to pay you to make sure I don't die.
And it's like, you gonna get that degree, but we're gonna get our money off you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know.
College doesn't have to be. I don't know why it's so expensive.
It doesn't
Like,
have to.
It really
$13,000 for a room.
Yeah, and I was always told that like we paying for the name. We're not
Really?
paying for the
Yeah.
experience. We paying for the
Really,
name,
bro.
the connections, and things and whatnot.
Right.
So it's
Morehouse and Spelman, that name holds weight.
oh yeah,
That name holds a lot of weight.
For sure.
When I graduate, I could probably get a job anywhere just because of the name. I don't even have to be qualified. My degree can be something totally different, and I can still get that job as long as I say, oh yeah, I went to Morehouse, I graduated with this, et cetera, et cetera. You know?
You might never know. Somebody you might work with be like, oh, I graduated Morehouse.
Right,
You know,
right.
it always happen like that.
Yeah.
You
There you
just
go.
be like, you in there after that.
So, do you feel like the price is worth the potential influence you might have?
Yeah, I always say that. I think I'll like Spelman better when I graduate. I like it now, but I always I'll love it after I graduate.
Yeah.
Maybe
I think
so.
that's when the real shit gonna start happening.
For Clark, no, it's not.
Dang,
It could be a little bit cheaper. I don't know what they doing, but I mean, the name holds weight to some people.
Right.
Just some people. I've told people I go to Clark, Atlanta, and they'll be like, "Oh, where that's at?" In Atlanta. It's in Atlanta, so that already is kind of like, okay, not too many people know. But when people know Clark, they know Clark and they support Clark.
For sure.
But then it's like, I've had people say like, "Oh, I went to like GSU," so they'll associate other surrounding colleges with Clark, like Spelman, Morehouse. So, but not for the price, not for.
Me personally, I feel like it could be a lot cheaper. I'm not gonna lie to you. Staying off campus is still not as cheap as it could be. You know what I'm saying? Like, tuition is a good amount, and I understand why tuition is that good amount. But it's like the unnecessary fees. Like, why am I paying student fees?
That is a service student fee. Like,
Exactly. Like, come on now.
like what is that
robbing
for?
us in broad daylight? Like,
Yeah,
sure,
not
but-
for real though.
No, that's what it is.
For
Like,
sure.
robbing us.
But I will say the internship that I did with Pitt Ford, the way how I met you and you in Nova 19.
They
you know what I'm saying?
actually, I seen y'all was just at the jank with Lydia and
Yeah.
they actually contacted me. I didn't
Oh,
read
they
the
did?
email.
Dang, you
I should
should've
have read
went.
it. I should have
Yeah.
read
And
it.
they did the
I was
same
having
thing to
fun.
me.
I was having fun. I should have went.
Yeah.
I was
And-
like, I want to do it next semester.
Yeah, it was a great experience, and it's just like allowing the students to see what a Morehouse man is, or who I am rather, because I'm who I am with or without Morehouse. But it's like allowing them to see that. They got excited, and they're like, oh yeah, I want to go to Morehouse. I want to go to Spelman. I want to experience that. I want to go to Clark, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Inspired you.
And it's just like being able to feed into the next generation. You know, that's I feel like it's worth it.
It's like, despite the BS we talking about, I do like Spelman. Like, I love the people that I've met there. Like, Spelman has like this like thing like about the like girls are like snooty and snotty, and some I've heard of some of them. I heard of some of them, but like all of my friends are very like genuine and kind.
I believe that.
And just very like open minded, and we're all different, but we're all still really alike. So I love like the women I meet there. I love the curriculum. Like, I actually love what I'm learning. Like, it does have like a lot of good aspects to it too. It's not all horrible.
That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
That's nice to hear that y'all having some fun.
I mean,
It's just
most of the alumni that I spoke to said like the benefits that happen from going to Spelman, Morehouse, Clark, Atlanta happen once you graduate.
yeah.
It's more so
Yeah,
about
that's
the connections that you build rather than the experience that you have, because it's going to be tough because they want to be as prestigious and rigorous as they can.
A lot of people at Clark that are on their grind and stuff. So like you said, just the people that I've met there, I love the people that I've already met.
Yeah, y'all motto is a finesse motto.
Find a way or make one.
Yeah,
and I
that's
actually, but like for
Say that shit all day.
find a way or make one, but y'all, like, I actually really do live by that, because that's like it. When I'm going through rough times or like I'm just struggling with work or school or life, I just be like, find a way to make one, and that like low key pushes me to like do better.
Morehouse need to sound like that.
That's a great,
Morehouse
that's a
shit.
great
It's
motto.
that's a motto, but it actually works.
Nah, that's pressure. I feel like if we would have had something like
Yeah,
that,
we would have been
I would
locked
look at
in.
myself in the mirror like,
What
nigga,
is y'all
I'm gonna
stuff?
find a way.
find a way to make one, nigga.
I'm gonna make one.
Find a
What's
way.
more houses?
Don't ask me that on
Oh,
camera.
damn,
You know
okay.
what I'm saying?
right, nigga. You about to be 1,000 alumni in the comments.
They be like,
Spit that shit.
You don't even know the motto.
Spit that shit. You don't know the motto.
You don't know the motto?
Spit that shit.
Kick him out.
Spit that shit, nigga.
I know it, but I'm not gonna make myself look stupid.
Is it long?
Nah, it's short.
Oh.
It's feminist?
But I know what it is, but I don't know what it means. Edit that out.
No, that's staying in. So being as though y'all juniors, this y'all 30, I'm sure y'all got some crazy stories. What would y'all say is y'all wildest college experience so far?
Oh my god.
Lord,
Trying to find some appropriate one.
Right? Like,
yeah, it don't have to. Hey, it don't have to be. This is not for children. If you're watching, go do something else right now.
Okay,
Go
I'm gonna expose
go outside.
myself here. I'll be the first.
Yeah, you start.
So I had a guy friend. I had a guy friend, and we was just. He decided he wanted to come over. I was like, cool. We was doing face masks,
Good.
everything holy. And while we were sitting there, I called them my boyfriends, but my other guy friend.
Hold on, boyfriends with an S.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit,
okay.
So I was with my first boyfriend, and then without any contact, no calling me. My second boyfriend came to the door. And the cameraman, my roommate, I told her, I was like, yo, like, he's at the door. Like, what am I supposed to do? Well, so we are literally like freaking out. Like, I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to do? Like, I don't know how to get him out so that he could come in or get him to go. So I tried to get him to go. He was at the door for like 30 minutes, like just trying to get in, trying to, I guess, talk to me or whatever. So we told him I was somewhere else. I had my roommate open the door and be like, she's not here, like all trying to keep my first boyfriend not going on, my second boyfriend here. So I think he like walked off for a minute. Then I had to kick my first boyfriend out so that my second boyfriend could come in.
Bruh, player.
Detective.
You a different nigga.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shit, boyfriend number 1 and 2. Now y'all niggas
they
might
gone
know.
anyway.
Okay.
But the city is definitely your palace. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, gotta make time for all my dudes.
That's crazy.
Like,
I don't actually have any like crazy college stories.
Really?
Yeah, me too.
I feel like I do like the regular stuff, drinks.
Oh, really?
What?
Y'all don't have y'all don't got no crazy stories y'all want to put out there into the atmosphere?
I'm trying to think.
No.
y'all gotta be capped.
No, for real. Y'all know me. I don't do nothing.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
I really. Let me give me a moment.
All right, well, what's the latest night you had? Like,
Oh, mansion party for sure.
Oh, when I
Mansion
had like
party
the
part
most
1 or
fun,
2?
or when I was like the most drunk.
Both ones
Both.
with you.
Isn't
When
that-
no,
No,
all
it's
right,
not the same.
okay.
I'm gonna get y'all my story. All right. I think this mansion party part 2. You know what I'm saying? Fall
Part 2 is
21.
definitely crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my men, ATL cuties, we was in that jump.
ATL cuties. Yes,
And
sir.
we in there, we chilling, we vibing and things and whatnot. And then that's when like we faded. You know what I'm saying?
That shit was moving in slow motion, yeah.
Wait, which party are we talking about?
Part 2.
Yeah, the second
I
part.
think like I really love.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Continue. I thought you was finished.
Part 2.
Sorry.
And then that's when like we chilling in the kitchen. All right. I got a bottle of Snapple. And then that's when Holiday like, let me grab the cup. I'm like, nah, you can't grab the
I
cup
remember
or something.
that.
Or she said, take my
Arguing
picture or
like
something.
shit over there.
And I said, I'm like, no. She started cursing me out, yo. And then she cocked her hand back.
Oh yeah, we was talking about that shit the whole.
And
I got the wildest night. I got the wildest
You
night.
smacked him?
You smacked the shit out of him. We were talking about that
Yes.
shit for like 2 days after.
Yes.
What?
Okay.
Yes. And then that's when I had to walk out. I was like, dang, bro.
Yeah,
No
the
way she
ATL
just smacked me.
cuties almost broke up right then and there.
ATL cuties almost broke up. But it's my homie now.
Yeah,
Still my
I
homie.
said sorry, and I felt so bad
Because-
but I don't have any like crazy. They just told y'all I'm not crazy.
Yeah, that
It's just
shit.
like
Y'all don't have you don't have any crazy stories?
Crazy. Nah, I remember that rooftop party we went to.
that was. I
Oh,
was
yeah,
say
that
that
was-
was my funnest
Bro,
night. I
that
think
shit-
I had the most fun. Like I was just on like cloud nine.
Bro,
That party
I
was
can't
so
even
fun.
remember most of that shit.
That
bro.
party, I took a picture of the moon. It was gone like 30 minutes later.
Yeah,
Like,
the earth be moving and stuff. Like so the clouds and all that. You know.
I mean, but like straight ahead, like the moon was right there.
Nigga
We
was
could see that
tripping.
joke. The moon was gone.
Nigga, too, they kept saying, where the moon?
Where the
bro?
moon at?
Where the moon go?
And then that's when
I'm like, bro.
they came and shut the party down, and we had to walk down like 20
Like,
flights of
yes,
stairs.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
Bro.
And what was that in?
That was,
What building is that?
I don't think it was the Mark.
It was the mall.
It was?
Yeah.
So the Mark got like
Hell.
2 rooftops then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one with a pool. I think I got another one without one.
Yeah, that shit was like it was a workout to get there and get down because
Yeah.
like we couldn't get on the elevator, so niggas walked like how many floors?
No, we got on the elevator.
We got on the
going
elevator
Yeah.
going up.
Yeah, we got on the elevator.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't go on the elevator. And we tried to get on the elevator going down, but it was so much going on.
And then somehow we ended up at Metro.
Yeah, somehow we ended up on
So you went to
the
go
first
get
floor.
food. We
We ended up
hungry,
at
we was
Metro,
supposed
and
to
I
get
just remember-
McDonald's or something at first.
I remember eating a steak that night, bro, and that was about it.
I had pasta, I think.
That was the
Nah.
night my napkin had blood on it somehow. And I was like, yo, send this back.
You talking about my drink stories? You can talk about John's.
What?
Like,
Hey.
yeah.
Ooh, nah. Remember we went to JR's, and then we had that That whole
You
bottle.
went to JR's like, oh yeah, we went to the playground.
Oh yeah, they
bro.
sneaked me out that night. They sneaked me out that night.
Bro, that
No,
night,
you wasn't- I don't know
no,
what
you,
you-
you know, you had your little endeavors or whatever.
Oh my
man.
God,
You
don't
wanted,
say that.
to, wanted to be running through the campus. You know
Oh
what I'm
my God,
saying?
don't say it
Is
like that.
JR's good? I keep hearing about that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Shit.
Especially that's like really good.
We
drunk
going
food.
For real?
tonight. Yeah, hey, that shit gonna sober you up. Like that.
But I don't know, cause I eat food based off how it looks.
It look
Nah, it
When
look
I be
good.
looking at that food, it be looking sus. I
It
don't
look
know.
Nah,
good.
JR be looking good.
Maybe
Yeah, it's.
I can't remember it. I haven't been in so long because, you know,
I never used to.
Yeah.
fuck
I don't be
it
down
up.
here.
That shit used to
I
be
used to-
good.
I don't like
Tear that
cookout,
shit
so next.
We used to get that all the time for
Lord,
semester too.
right,
Yeah,
that long
that's
ass
why I
line.
don't like it.
Look, y'all got any advice for like the upcoming freshmen or like somebody who's like in high school looking to come to college soon?
Remember what you came here for. Remember what you came here for, and focus on you. Have your fun, but focus on you. Don't get distracted from your past.
Focus on you.
I would say just try to always have a positive mindset about everything. Like, it's so hard because a lot be going on, but that really does help to try to just be like, you know, realizing like regardless of what you're going through, like you're here, you deserve to be here because you're here, so everything gonna be cool, and just like trust yourself. That's my advice.
It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be tough, but you gotta remember, just wake up, do what you gotta do, keep it moving. It's gonna be days where you take an L, and that's you just gotta go to your room, take a nap.
Yeah,
for
what?
sure.
No bullshit, literally.
It be times that work gonna hit you, and you got like 5 papers due, 2 tests, and you know just
close
say
that
fuck it,
computer.
just close it, and go lay down.
Take a little minute because
Go
you
lay
need
down.
that. Like,
Nah, for
seriously,
sure.
you're gonna get burned out if you
For
keep
sure.
trying to like overload yourself.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
if you're someone who want like a social life and want to be in like clubs, and it's a lot.
Yeah, so how do y'all, for like people who new to college, how do y'all feel like the best way to manage that like work, life, just being alone with yourself for a second? Like how do y'all manage it?
I don't. That's why I can't give advice on it because I'm working on that myself. Like,
That's honest.
I
though.
just make it work. Like that's how like I'm just able to just make it work. But I'm working on managing and still like getting all that together myself.
That's understandable.
I'm a very, very like organized person. Ever since I was little, like everything has to be organized, or I'm gonna just lose my shit. So I have like calendars for people that like to make content. I have a content calendar. Always updating what I need to do, what needs to be done, when it needs to be done.
Yeah.
Like that's what helps me stay on my stuff. But sometimes even that can just be a mess too, because
Right.
you can just have so much stuff on your calendar that it's like you overwhelmed and you gotta take a nap, like they say.
Nah, for sure.
If it take less than 5 minutes to do it. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's gonna pop up. Like yesterday, I started to do my homework things and whatnot. Got a text message from my professor saying it's an opportunity to meet Senator Warnock. I was like, forget the homework. I go meet Senator Warnock. You know what I'm saying? And I only had like 10 minutes to get dressed. Luckily, I had already taken a shower and things and whatnot. So it's just like, if you can get it done in that moment, do it because you never know what's gonna pop up.
For sure. Speaking of freshmen though, freshmen gone wild. Let's talk about it.
Yes, no, for real.
Let's talk about it. Okay. So there's multiple videos on the internet right now circling around
Go ahead, John.
a freshman going to these parties and just kind of overdoing it a little bit. So first, I just wanted how y'all feel about that?
Go ahead.
I think it's really telling for like the childhood that they had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people when they come from strict parents, they get here and they just wild out because they got that freedom. And like have your fun, but some stuff is just it don't look good. Some stuff is not has bad taste, regardless of whatever. So when you gotta understand like when people look at you, how they feel is only what they see.
Right.
So you can't be mad at that because you allowed that to happen. You allowed that to be put on the internet and things like that. So have your fun, but don't be surprised when you get certain reactions, when you get certain consequences, when stuff like that happen. And be careful, be safe, because these like upperclassmen niggas do not care about you, freshman girls.
At all.
They do not care.
At all.
So be safe. They
At
will
all.
not only just like try to have like bad intentions, but they can try to harm you. And you don't, so that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Be safe.
don't be too attracted to the young and turn lifestyle that you start doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Still keep your wits about you.
Don't be worth it.
It's not worth it at all.
Well, first and foremost, I want to say I seen the videos. Second of all, I want to say I don't know any of these people personally. I probably will never get to know them off the simple fact that they're freshmen. I'm a junior, and I don't want to judge them. But I will say, have your fun. But remember, it's cameras everywhere. Cameras are always going to be watching. If something happens, it's going to be known throughout the AUC. And you seen how that video got to the shade room and all that.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of people of older generations are saying we did way worse, but it's it wasn't on camera.
Yeah,
this is
I didn't have cameras.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, also, man, we'll get into that. Last night was crazy though. But
I seen that with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah.
Y'all literally standing right in front of it when it happened. And when I tell you when anything too crazy happens, you can feel it in the crowd. You can feel the energy in the crowd. And when that happened, almost everyone went so silent, and everyone was what the fuck are y'all doing? What is going on? But everything is on camera now, and I think people people on Twitter are always y'all need to stop recording.
How?
But this is a generation with phones.
Right.
Everyone has a phone.
Niggas got phones. We got 2 cameras in here
Man,
right now.
you can get to your camera so quickly. You just gotta click that button.
Right. And I feel when somebody's recording, first of all, you at a party, so of course people gonna be recording. Why go and do something too crazy? Have your fun, but that was
overdoing
some stuff
it.
just be too crazy.
Yeah. And also, not even just the freshmen, but what's the fuck is up with these frat niggas?
Exactly.
That's another thing. That's another.
What is literally wrong with
So
this?
should we? Well, you kind of.
Go ahead, answer your
So should it be I get that everybody just freshmen this. Oh, the freshmen should be doing this, but I feel we should hold these
that's
really
more
ridiculous.
accountable because most of them are older and most of them represent an organization. So it's
and
you
that's
should
not
have.
tasteful.
Right,
For
you should
you to be
have
doing that at the middle of a party as a fraternity at a HBCU and anywhere, anybody that's kind of
Right.
But it's it's just a different level of nasty to me. It's violation. It's violating almost just to watch. It's weird.
Them niggas, both of them are graduated. We don't know one of the niggas personally, but they're both graduated.
And that's disgusting. And she's a freshman.
And she is young. She's younger. And Lord knows how old she is, because I know some freshmen that are still 17, not even 18 yet. Yeah. So, and then I saw a tweet, they were oh, well, the Qs, they do that. That's what they do. But, why do we tolerate some of this stuff? Why do we allow them to do such degrading things to our women? I know it's for entertainment, but it's just, you can still entertain and not degrade.
Niggas do get away with a lot of stuff just because of the name. And I don't know. I don't really be seeing too many other frats. So even sororities don't even take it to that level. They just do their little stroll, make their little sounds that go with the organization, and they dip out. They
the
not
only ones that are sexualize everything. Everything is.
Yeah, I was saying that because all the posters, the titles. I was bro, I ain't gonna lie. If I was one of them, bro, I'd be so embarrassed.
There was people at that party when that happened. I was about to turn to you and right. But when it was people at that party, the Qs that literally were that ain't got nothing to do with me, and some of them actually ended up leaving. But it was.
And that's another thing. Men don't hold their friends accountable.
Exactly.
Men do never hold men accountable, and. Don't get me into talking about that because that's another thing. But specifically with the fraternity, it's if you see that and you already know you not fucking with it because you trying to leave.
Right.
Get your man. These niggas graduated. You know he being wild. Tell him that shit is not cool because it's not.
And then get your friend up off the ground.
Get Shawty up, all right? That's
For
crazy.
sure.
Get her up.
If your friends was in the building letting you do that,
you're fake.
I would have never let none of my friends.
The moment I see my friend going to the ground, nah, get up.
I think
stand up.
Stand
up.
I will drag you. Get up.
I think accountability.
I don't care how drunk you are.
accountability is something that's like very like we need more of that. Like just within the frats and amongst like the HBCU community, like you see, come on now, like if you see somebody in the party doing too much, hey, relax, relax, and like just going back to the point, like everybody got cameras now. We in the age of social media and cameras, so everything you do is gonna be posted somewhere online on somebody's website, somebody's page, and that's gonna get around. Like you were saying, it affects your image. People don't know you. You could be straight A student,
but all
honors.
I know is I seen you imitating
a train.
You know what I mean?
A train in the middle of a park. Right, so it's like
intelligent girl.
Right.
Right.
I don't like y'all. It's people on Twitter keep saying, "Oh, it's always Clark," because them niggas. I think one of them did graduate from Clark, but the other people was from ASU. Now I don't know what school that girl go to. I don't know. She could go to Clark. She could go to Spelman, but every time something happens, it's always, oh, it was Clark. It was Clark Atlanta. Like apparently the first girl that was kissing or whatever, she didn't even go to Clark. I mean, he went to Clark, but she don't even go to Clark. But it's always, oh, it's Clark Atlanta. Like, no shade, no tea to my Spelman sisters, but I know about y'all. Y'all not slick.
Hey, now they definitely not.
They definitely not.
They definitely not.
And Morehouse, y'all, of course, y'all not slick.
We are men of God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Men of God.
Godly men.
Don't attack.
Put on for the house, bro.
Put on for the house. Got to. You know what I'm saying? We godly men.
For sure.
Y'all see me. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Church every Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
We wear our suits, all right? We put our suits on.
Suits. We gentlemen. We walk on the right side of the sidewalk. We open the doors. We bring flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't y'all going to a pool party today? Did you go to church today?
Yes, I did. On live.
On
live. What? And what? On live. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Caught the Holy Ghost a little bit. Did my little two-step in there with the bands playing and shit, you know. For sure.
Playing games.
Yeah. Just, that's the whole situation. It's just, when you think about it, it's just fucking crazy. So I guess this question is more so for y'all too, and I guess you can still weigh in. So how has like going to like an all girls and an all boys school changed like your perception of masculinity and femininity? You know, if it has, or how has it added to like your understanding of it?
It allows me to understand that, it's not one definition of how a man can look. You know what I'm saying? Men come in every different form, every different shape, etc. A lot of the times, a lot of people are surprised at what actually goes on at Morehouse College. And it's not to say that that's a bad thing. It's more so it's just that we're very open, very inclusive, etc. I've spoken to many alumni and alumnus, and they stated that the way how Morehouse is now is different than the way how it was when they went there, and I think that that's real progress. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to including everybody and allowing them to feel as if that Morehouse experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, like, I don't think I ever really had like one perception of what a girl, what feminine is, or like, or anything. But I do think that like going to an all girls school, like you said, it exposed me to just a lot of different type of women that, I wasn't always around. Like I would met people who originally who I thought were more like mass presenting, and then like the next day I see them and they like look completely different. The next day I see them, so it's like I kind of just stopped looking at people as like, feminine or masculine, and just like as people, like, regardless of what you look like, unless you specifically tell me what you. More so resonate with, or like, of course, like you get a vibe from people, someone you know, but yeah.
And I will say that the Spell House is very diverse.
It is.
It's very diverse, and it's just like it's very surprising seeing that now and not seeing that on the tour, because it was like I was expecting one type of Morehouse man, you know what I mean? Yeah. And now I see a whole bunch of Morehouse men, and I also see a whole lot of Spelman women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's refreshing to be around. My bad, I mean cut you off.
No, you're fine. But I know the alumni are probably going to be like, it's Spelman night and men of Morehouse, but, we have Morehouse men and Spelman women.
And I was going to say, it's refreshing to be around so many different type of people. Like, even with it being all girls and stuff, one, I just like being around. Being at, like, an all-girls school has made me feel safer, make me feel more, like, validated and, like, my experiences. Because, like I said, I relate to, like, a lot of people so heavily, and like we be so different, might have so many different backgrounds, but we all like have like very similar experiences, or like can resonate or relate to those other people's experiences. So even like through all that, it's really nice. Like,
Care to weigh in?
Clark is a co-ed school. Our ratio last year was 16 girls to 1 male.
Damn.
It used to be 33 to 1.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, definitely, it still feels like a co-ed school, but I'm just grateful to be close, like as a woman, to be close to Spelman, because that's like Spelman is a really good school. It's very prestigious, but it's like really good. Like y'all are number one. So I think just being able to be close to Spelman and have Spelman sisters and still attend Spelman events, like that's still like what's the word I'm looking for? It's still an honor to be close to them. And even like Morehouse, like I have brothers. They don't go to Morehouse, but I mean I have a Morehouse brother still kind of. So it's just like it's still an honor to be close to them, even though we're still a co-ed school.
I agree with that, because, like, I always used to hear about the little, like, Spelman and, like, Clark, like, women beef or, like, them and that. I didn't never, like, I always heard about it. I never felt any way, but I also never really had many Clark friends. Like, I never really, all my friends was always Spelman friends. I wouldn't be on Clark campus as much. Like, you're actually, I would consider you my first Clark friend.
Really?
Yeah, it's literally,
Wow.
like, and so, and you're cool as shit. So, it's like, now I'm, like, I actually can have an opinion on, like, you know, not to say that you are all Clark women, you know what I mean? But, like, experience somebody else now from Clark School, and it's like, I get what you mean. I also am, like, grateful that it's all 3 schools, because, I don't know, Clark girls, y'all are different. And it can be a little bit more, like, natural to be around y'all.
They always, I feel like, too, like, because now this is where Morehouse coming. When they start to compare.
That's
and
what
it's like,
it is.
why are we
that's annoying. That's stupid.
Yeah, like,
that's
I feel
stupid.
like Morehouse started that.
Why are we comparing each other? Like, and there's always like Clark girls, you know, they show more skin, or they're more like just out there or whatever. And it's just like, I know plenty of Spelman women that still do the same thing. Like, it really does not matter, but. And we'll get into, even with just Morehouse and Clark, you'll get into little petty like arguments or whatever, football, sports, or whatever.
Remember the something across the street?
Fuck the boys across the street, like. But at the end of the day, it's
and we
still
spanked y'all twice.
Okay, anyway,
And it
ain't got nothing to do with it.
Also, let's not get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? Clark Atlanta saying 10 toes. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? Being next to Morehouse and Spelman, they still standing. Like, that's incredible, you know what I'm saying?
And I like Clark's culture. Like, Spelman and Morehouse, like, I like Clark for, like, y'all, I feel like that school is really for experience. Like, I think you'll go to that school and you'll be like, I love going to that school. Like, because honestly, Spelman campus be boring. Like, it'd be a little boring.
That's why
we be cool when we have, like, little, like, stuff on campus and then everybody come, but, like, I can walk on Clark campus at 6 p.m. at night, and it's like, or like 7 p.m.
outside.
Y'all just chilling. Like, it's actually a campus, like,
vibe.
The promenade is technically on our campus. The library is technically on our campus.
But we split it kind of, you know. Morehouse right there, you know what I'm saying?
Morehouse dorms.
I mean, bro,
is, like,
I'm not saying Morehouse dorms right there,
right.
but
Yeah, it is
it's
Clark
technically
campus.
Still on our campus, but I love the AUC.
But Clark, out of the schools in the AUC, now featuring Morris Brown again.
Yes.
They got reaccredited. Clark Atlanta is really the culture, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, they hold it down when it comes to that, and many other things, like when it comes to arts, etc. Clark Atlanta holds it down. You know what I'm saying?
It's just, I met so many, like, just creatives.
Yeah, they bring the vibe for sure.
Everywhere.
They bring the vibes.
And that's just such an honor. Like, that's just so lit. And meeting creatives from Spelman, Morris Brown. I just started meeting some people from Morris Brown. Like, they'll DM me on Instagram. I'll be like, oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, the AUC is beautiful, period.
Yeah.
Hey, man. If you're looking for HBCU, come to the AUC.
And I don't believe it's any other place in the world where 4 HBCUs are together.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
People on TikTok, they be so surprised. They be like, oh my God, y'all all on the same campus? Like, yes.
Yeah.
And we lit. Like,
that's the vibe for sure.
It's a lot of us. Yeah.
It's like 6 of them.
But do we really include School of Medicine and
School of Medicine.
ideology?
Like, one of my first tests from one of my classes, it was that, like, you had to put, like, the 6 schools that are in
Damn.
I didn't know we counted the other 2.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the other two? Morehouse of Medicine.
And then it's some
And-
other stuff I can't
forgot.
remember.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's something, the ideological.
Oh,
school, something.
ideological.
Yeah, I think it
something.
is.
It's right down the street.
Theological something.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know.
None of y'all
I
has
never-
know
Yeah.
the ideological,
Those
theological.
people are out
like
here.
5 or 6 of them.
Those people are like really out here. Like
They
for
gonna be
real.
looking at this podcast like, how don't they know the schools?
It's
Hey,
a
bro.
lot.
Y'all niggas really not fucking with us like that. Last two questions. We gonna end it. So what's your opinion on like dating in college? You know, do you feel like it's like a distraction, waste of time? What's your vibe on that?
So freshman year, I did have a more serious relationship. It was dating, but we were a little bit more serious. I will say, it kind of was like it took, like I said earlier, like you got to focus on you. So a part of me wasn't even focusing on me all the way, and it definitely reflected on my grades and stuff. And then we essentially decided to call it quits. We still cool, but I wouldn't recommend it. It wasn't with like an upperclassman or whatever. We were still like in the same grade, but I wouldn't recommend it just because it's just like in college, so much stuff can happen. Like it's so many different people. Now this is coming out of COVID, so it's like, of course, everyone wants to get to know people.
mingle.
So, yeah. I just didn't. I don't recommend it for like being in school like as an underclassman. I feel like maybe when you get older, it's like junior, senior year. Okay, cool. The relationship is cool, but when you first enter it, just leave it.
Yeah,
It's not even that.
it
Serious.
ain't even that deep.
It's really not.
I mean, I don't. I've never had no type of really like relationship with anybody in college, or like really dated anybody. But I have seen like how, like my friends and their relationships kind of move in college, and you know, like some of them are still like good, but it's been hard for them.
Yeah.
Like, and then some of them are not good, or like some of them have, in my opinion, like, you know, just a weird relationship dynamics and stuff like that. Not like any of my friends personally, but just people that I see and like stuff that I see. So I guess I can't really speak on it much because I don't date, but I think I agree with Devin. Like, you know, focus on yourself because these Morehouse niggas or Clark niggas not going nowhere.
Yeah.
They're not going nowhere.
The
and
slander.
The shade,
don't force
gang.
nothing. Like, let it happen. Let it
God.
go. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
that's not what she said. Hold on.
Yeah,
That's not what she said, though.
yeah. You know what I mean? Because
Man.
focus on you.
Come on, bro. Bring us back.
Like,
Man.
Bring us back, gang.
me personally, I say do whatever your heart desires. You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
If that's a relationship, do it. All right. If that's being a gallus, do it. All right.
Yeah.
Do whatever your heart desires. Now, me personally, I came into my sophomore year in a relationship, and it was long distance. It was kind of difficult, things and whatnot. But it's just like, you do what you want. You make time for what you want. So make time for what you want. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anybody else decide what you're going to do. More so, just be careful, be smart about it, and, you know,
Be safe.
be intentional and safe.
Yeah, be
Please
intentional.
Be safe.
That's a good word.
Wrap it up, man.
Yeah,
Cause
Please wrap it up.
Because if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, this is like one of the highest cities for sexually
Georgia has-
transmitted disease.
Yes, sir.
The highest.
Yeah. So hey, wrap your willy, man. If you living that lifestyle, wrap your Johnny.
Don't be afraid to go get tested. Ain't nothing
Right,
wrong
ain't
with going to get
nothing.
tested. Period.
Sp-
Even
yeah.
if you're messing with one person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
care
not
about your
gonna
health.
Get tested each new.
Each new partner.
So,
There's nothing wrong with getting tested.
Care about
Correct.
your health, man. Invest in your health. Don't be scared to go get tested. And if your partner don't want to go get tested with you,
That's
drop
a
their
problem.
ass. Drop their
That's
ass.
a
And
problem.
if she asks why you put the condom on,
That's a problem. Red flag.
if she say, "Oh, you don't need that,"
You don't need that.
nah.
Definitely an earn. All right. If she says
Just
you
go
don't
ahead,
need
go
that.
ahead, get up out of there, bro. Hit one of the damn. Somebody's got in a car crash or something, and get up out of there, bro.
Even if you is wrapping it up, still go get tested.
Nah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You can still, condoms aren't completely.
Yeah,
Better safe than sorry. Always.
better safe than
Always
sorry,
safe
man.
to sorry. And
Better
be
safe than
very
sorry.
smart and intentional. You know what I'm saying, please.
I don't like the way you giving the camera the death stare
He
game.
do that every time he talk.
They be out here trying to get you, all right?
They be trying to get you.
Trap?
Nah, I wasn't talking about
I was
trapping.
about to say.
Nah, I wasn't talking about trapping.
Oh, Lord.
So I say, who you know been trapped?
I don't know nobody been trapped.
So all right, one last question. I think to wrap it up, this is a good question. So in terms of just like vibe, overall everything, if you had to rate it, Atlanta or the DMV, how y'all feeling about it?
DMV.
Home, DMV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely home, y'all. It should be no reason everything around here closes at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock
30
sharp.
minutes to get everywhere.
Exactly.
Like you gotta get on the highway to get everywhere.
Man.
The 18-wheeler almost like crashed into me.
Man, the traffic is fucking crazy.
Right.
Everybody doing 95.
Everybody.
Even the slow
95,
lane.
skirting into the back of the car.
alleys and shit.
Exactly. Like, come on now.
You driving on the opposite side of the road?
I'm
What are you doing?
saying.
Yeah, motorcycles want to go
I'm
20 miles per hour and
Right.
60 miles per hour.
The lights just turned green. They beeping at you, yo. Like, and then
They
they
not
put.
signaling. They just switch
Bro.
your lanes.
They ride on the back of your car. They see you trying to get over in the lane. Put your turn signal and they speed up. All right,
In
don't.
DC, I just gotta get my ass on the
Man,
metro,
I'm
train.
saying.
That's
That's what
straight.
I'm
I can
saying.
get
Yes,
anyway.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
that's
even
true,
gotta
too.
drive.
I can
nowhere.
get
Yeah,
anyway.
I'm scared of the train system. Man, I ain't even gonna try.
I like
The
the train.
Marsa?
Oh, you been on?
Oh, you talk about here?
Yeah, here.
Oh no, I never been.
I ain't even gonna try that
I'm used to
motherfucker.
not paying.
I'm suspicious too.
We don't pay for the train.
Yeah, you feel
I
me?
don't pay for the train. I don't pay for the zoo.
Not at all.
Right.
Don't pay for the museums.
Right. Everything
Right.
here you gotta
You
pay
gotta
for.
pay.
I'm used
Yeah.
to free shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is the aquarium almost $100? What you doing?
Damn.
They be
I'm
taxing.
glad I ain't never been in that motherfucker.
We ain't never get a chance to go.
About that too.
Yeah,
I wanna
we
still
never
go.
Yeah, nah. And the niggas that be on the side of the road, like selling shit at Answer for Change, they be aggressive
Yeah.
as shit.
And then you can get scammed by getting water from the water boys, all right? You get scammed. They'll scam you. Shoot.
Yeah.
They send themselves $200.
Yeah, that's why you don't
but they
give
was only
me, that's
supposed
why
to
you
send
don't give
four.
me
That's
phone
like
and
the
shit.
squeegee
Yeah.
boys in Baltimore.
Yeah, like them
Oh,
niggas
yeah.
mad aggressive. Like, you sure you don't want nothing to drink? You look thirsty. You look thirsty, nigga. It's only $1, bro. Damn. Like,
I don't got no cash. We got cash out.
we got cash out. We got Venmo. What you got? Like, come on. Them niggas aggressive as
Yeah,
shit.
they are. Yeah.
The homeless people down here likely like you get them something. They like, the fuck is this?
Man, a homeless man asked me for 5 cents. I said, I got you. Gave him the 5 cents. He said, you got $1. I'm like, what you mean? Like, come on now.
bro, trying to see what you was working with, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
DC got more culture though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do. For sure.
DC, specifically Southeast.
DC
so.
over South side
You
over
know.
everything. You know me. South side over everything. You and me.
I stay in Forest Heights, so
We stay in the county, you know what I'm saying? We stay in the county.
I stay in the middle of nowhere now. I can't even speak. But yeah, man, we gonna wrap it up here. We out of time anyway. I appreciate the guests for coming through, man. John, ATL, Devin Dior, and Holiday in the building.
Definitely.
We might do a part 2. If you, let me know who y'all want to see on the part 2. If y'all got any suggestions, anybody who lit and popping in the A, let them know about it. You feel me? Tell them come through. And it was a pleasure having y'all, man. And catch us here next week. We got some bangers coming too, so y'all not going to miss those. Catch us here next week. Yeah, we good. So press that.